Substitution going into the field for Knock Hazel is Allie Atnip. Hansen to the side. May have had a glitch in our connection there. Could have been the the ominous clouds overhead. Now some facts about Atnip since she was just subbed in. She's had 5 years in soccer. She's played outside back, mid, and goalie before. Forward motion by the Tigers stopped by the keeper for Lyman. That'll get tossed out. Getz is going to try to stop the ball, wondering if it was wet. She got slipped up. Lyman will drop back and then move forward. Lytle's going to chip that back. Goes just in front of Getz. Some back and forth at center circle. Getz left to Copeland. Back to center circle with Cook, and Atnip at the side. Heavy coverage from Lyman sends that out past the sideline. Tossed back in by Hansen. A shot on goal taken by Sullivan. Another score for the Lander Valley Tigers. Sullivan finding some success at the back of that net today. .21 minutes, 30 seconds to go. That's in the first half of play here at Lyman Stadium. Maxfield from the center. Substitution going in for the Lady Tigers. We have Ella Stanberry in for Sullivan. Lander trying to work a zigzag pass. They'll get turned around, brought back forward by Miller. They'll go out of bounds. Lander ball from Mia Copeland. Chipping that back out of bounds was Whiting. Copeland from the touchline. Goes into Getz. Substitution in for the Lady Eagles. Joining the field is Braxton Bergner.
Good job, Braxton.
Abby Copeland sending a lob back to midfield. Mia Copeland's going to chase it down. That'll go inside the box. Can Stanberry get there? She'll hit the grass. Good sportsmanship on behalf of the Eagles, helping her back up. Cook getting a nice head on that to change direction. Hansen from the side. She'll drop back to Cook, and a swipe by Lyman will take that out of bounds. It'll get kicked off of Hansen and out of bounds. Lyman ball. Taking it from the side is Kenzie Sill. Rain continues to fall here at Lyman Stadium. Getz will give it a knee forward. Adnib there to meet it in front of the box. Allie will keep it in the wing. Looks for Stanberry. Can't get there. Lyman will change direction, being chased down this time by Clegg. Clegg at the sideline. Back around for the Tigers near midfield. Atnip on the far side. Lyman will take over just near center circle. It'll be Copeland to Copeland. Heading inside the defensive third. It'll be inside the box. And the keeper there to clear out the danger. Clegg down the middle. Miller's going to give it a kick. Get over to Mia Copeland. She'll keep it in bounds. Getz will take the ball right. That goes over to Hansen. Hansen down the side. Moving from the flank into the wing. Looks to meet up with another Tiger in the box. Copeland will take a shot on goal. Goes a little too far to the right. Current score, according to what I have, is 4-0 in favor of the Tigers. I'll check with the press box here in a minute. Hill will take the keeper kick. That kick's going to go out of bounds right at the 50. Might have been before that. My eyes may have deceived me. It was tossed back in from Knockhazel. Back out of bounds and take two. Knockhazel from the touchline into Getz. She'll chip it with her left foot. That'll be caught and cleared away. Walker staying on the top of her game today. She'll give it a boot out. Meeting up with Clegg in center. Clegg near the sideline. That'll go out of bounds. It's going to be called Lander ball. Just kidding. After some explanation from the ref, it's actually Lyman ball. Lady Eagles will take it in from the touch. That toss will go in to Rose. Gets forward to Stanbury. Lyman making forward progress. Booted away by Lytle. Back past the 50. Returning the boot just as fast was Hill. You can start to hear rain hitting the bleachers. That boot downfield taken on by Woodruff. Lander down the far side. Knockhazel sends to Atnip. Ball's going to go out past the end line. Substitutions in on the field. For the Lander Tigers, Kylie Balderston, number 3, will go in. And then for the Lady Eagles, Rachel Jensen will see the field. Corner kick's going to be taken by Copeland. A bunch of troopers in the stadium today. The spectators are sticking it out in the rain, watching the Eagles and Tigers face off here in Lyman. Knock Hazel will try to meet up with Hansen. Keeping the momentum going. It was Copeland to Copeland. They'll get shot up into the sky and headed away. That coming off of Whiting. Miller from the touchline.
Go, go, go!
Lots of back and forth between these two teams near the center of the field today. Substitution in for the Lady Eagles. Joining the field,
Good job, Liza!
we'll see Mackenzie Lim, sorry, with an M. This is one of the few instances that umbrellas work in Wyoming. Sporting events, folks. Ball's going to go near the box for the Lady Eagles. Stanberry trying to keep coverage.
Good job, B!
So, looks like off of Lander, it'll be a Lyman ball. This time coming off of Heaton from the touchline. Miller sends forward to Mia Copeland. Copeland over to Hansen in the middle. Goes between the legs there and forward. Copeland tries to send it forward. Looks like it was a body block that maybe wasn't braced for. Looks like that one might have stung a bit. Way to tough it out, though, with Woodruff from the Lady Eagles. You can see a hint of sunlight starting to poke through. Little rain won't get this crowd down. I love it. Lander trying to make progress inside the defensive third of the Eagles. Gets turned around, moved to the 50. Substitution for the Lady Eagles. Joining the field is Torgerson.
Good job, Kaylin!
Still from the touchline. She'll scope it out, give it a toss in. Gets headed by Lyman, and a return head by Lander.
Good, Raven, yeah! Good job, Rachel!
They just were, and then all of a sudden you just see, oh, man down. They're like laughing and praying on the ground. And it's like, I know, I'd rather.
Hansen's going to drop back to Copeland. Balderson over to Mia. Lander in the middle.
Good, Malaya!
Go, Malaya!
It's got to be getting slick out there on the field. Smells nice, though. I have to give it that.
Pie, you better.
Substitution in for Lyman. That one I can't quite track down. I don't know if they're on my roster. Looks like Peterson.
And that's what my dad used.
8 minutes, 55 seconds to go.
Oh, you're like right underneath them.
Oof. Hope that was a water bottle and not a person below me. Ball will go out of bounds. It's the last regular game of the season for the Lander Valley Tigers. Toss in from Lyman will get bopped around center circle and returned to the opposite side of the 50 by Copeland. The middle of the field with Hansen. She'll punch that forward, looking to meet up. Can't quite get there to another Tiger. Forward motion being taken on by Heaton. Allie Copeland there to take it during mid-dribble. Over to Stanbury.
Good job, Taylor!
Lyman making forward movement. Now past the 50. So give that a chip forward. Coming to meet the ball is Layla Norse. On the sideline, we can see Seneca Kale geared up, possibly taking the keeper position next. Sub in for the Lady Eagles, we have Aspen Black. In for Mia Copeland, we'll see Morton Mason. Mason Morton, sorry, got her mixed around. Morton, number 12, a freshman this year. She's been playing soccer for 11 years.
That's what I didn't like. Hey, why so they always kept Aiden?
She'll give it to Miller from the side.
But they always kept him for AYSO on the side.
Morton also is involved in FBLA and FFA. Balderston going to take that out of bounds. Being brought back in by Lyman Lady Eagles, taken to the box. Jensen getting a lot of ball time today during this match. Lyman's keeper is going to come forward, narrow down the angles, and stop the forward motion of the Lady Tigers.
Oh, deep.
6 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Walker is going to clear that from the goal.
That'd be so good. Yeah. Hey, but he'd be a good goalie.
A good back and forth there between Morton going up. I believe that was against Black.
Oh, we're gonna have players. We're gonna have players.
I lied, that was actually Heaton she was going head-to-head against. Morton will take it to the back of the box. Goes forward to knock Hazel. She's met with heavy coverage by the Lady Eagles. She'll go down.
She kicked the ball.
Penalty is called. It'll be a 1v1. That penalty kick looks like it's going to come from Stanbury.
But she kicked it. Jay kicked the ball. Come on, Brooklyn!
You got this.
Go, Brooklyn! You got this!
Keep it at 3.
1v1 by Stanbury. Stanbury comes out on top. Walker went to make the save, jumped to the right, wasn't able to get there. That was great placement by Stanbury. That makes this a 5-0 ball game in favor of the Lander Valley Tigers against the Lady Eagles. Lyman's going to opt to drop back. Moves forward, then gets it swiped by Hansen mid-pass. Lyman with a change of direction.
I have to look at the other spot.
I'll turn down our crowd mic a little bit. We're getting an interesting conversation. There we go. All right, folks. Lander down the side, just in front of the box. Stanbury looking to make a play, gets stopped by 2 defenders for Lyman, and of course the keeper coming out to pick up the ball. Gets down the middle. She'll send it forward inside the box. Walker there to pick it up as it rolls into her hands. She's going to toss that out. Looks like she was looking to meet up with Heaton. She also came in contact with Black, and it looks like that may have worked against him for a sec. Whistles. We'll call that against Lander. It'll be a free kick coming from Whiting. Whiting sends forward. So longer passes taking place here on the pitch. Substitution in for the Eagles. We'll see Eliza Clegg come back to the field. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the first half of play. Lyman from the touchline tosses in just past the 50. Lander will get it inside the box, snuffed out by Walker. Black gets it swiped from in front of her by Stauffenberg. Lytle and Copeland working together on defense. Goes forward to knock Hazel. She'll take it across the circle to Morton. She'll make a pass over to Hansen, where it's swiped away by Hill. Walker will come forward, pick up the ball, walk to the edge of the box and give it a drop kick. I'd like to invite you to join us with the halftime show. We'll recap the scores that have happened so far in the game. We'll also take a look at state coming up. It's crazy to think the season's already almost over, but this is the last game of regular play, and a smother by Walker. The number of shots on goal by the Tigers is right up there, but so are saves by Walker. Play will stop. Looks like the sideline ref was calling for a penalty, and then the center ref shook his head. We won't speculate on the hurt player, folks. Looks like the rain has either slowed down or stopped here at the stadium. As the hurt Lady Eagles player is taken off the field, she's met with applause from both sides, which is always great sportsmanship to see. For now, they're going to substitute out Raven Heaton. Looks like there's some discussion on the penalty. Ref's going to meet up with the head coach for the girls. There's some discussion, but the way I look at it, the refs are closer than I am. Hansen will send it downfield to Knock Hazel on the far side. Walker there to meet up with it inside the box. She'll take it back out. Tries to get it in front of Hill, taken back by Lander. Hansen sends it to the wing. Knock Hazel punches it over in front of the goal. That'll roll out past the end line. Lyman Lady Eagles ball. They'll come via goal kick. Hill's going to take it out from the box. Lyman making progress to the 50. Then a chip will send it out past the center circle. Lytle's going to turn that around. Forward to Knock Hazel. Whistles will blow, and that will be the first half of play here at Lyman Stadium. Current score 5-0 in favor of the Lander Valley Tigers. It's still raining, as I now see some still falling. We'll be back with your halftime show. We'll recap scores. We'll talk about some upcoming play. We'll talk about state a little bit. That'll hear live on yotoday.com, streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook.
Molino, are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two, Tuesday through Thursdays, now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
Welcome back to Lyman Stadium. There is still some raindrops falling here, and I'll even show you the clouds here on the camera. It's a nice day. You know, you really can't complain even with the raindrops. It's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful drive over. And, of course, I don't know, when was the last time you drove around Lyman? It's a pretty nice little town. Of course, I was telling Coach Schaff this, but I looked at the max preps time for the game instead of what the athletic director for Lander told me. So I showed up an hour early. But I had a chance to bop around the town and see some sights and maybe hit a couple gas stations here and there. Now, as we gear up for this second half of play, let's recap some of the scores, okay? So with 36 minutes to go in the first half of play, Delaney Sullivan able to get it just past Walker and see the first score of this ball game. Now with 27 minutes left, Sullivan made it a 2-0 ball game when she was able to squeeze it past and make it to the back of the net. Now the third score, I'm gonna have to double check because I don't know if that was called on Getz or Sullivan. They were both there and nonetheless took it to 3-0. And then with 21 minutes, 30 seconds to go, there was a long pass that I thought was going to someone and instead went into the back of the net by Delaney Sullivan. So fantastic work by Sullivan today. And of course, as a penalty was committed, there was a penalty kick, 1v1, Stanberry versus Walker, and Stanberry came out on top, taking us to our current score of 5-0 in favor of the Lander Valley Tigers. We're going to see the next half of this contest, hoping to catch Montero and see if he'll come and chat with us about the upcoming bout to state here on WyoToday.com. We're going to take a break and recognize some more of our great local sponsors here on WyoToday.com, streaming live on both YouTube and on Facebook.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School Soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers! I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
And welcome back. We're live from Lyman today, live streaming the Lady Tigers facing off against the Lady Eagles. Now some changes we're seeing as the Lady Tigers go back to the field. Layla Norse now going to be playing as a forward, and Seneca Kale inside the net. Now, there was a clarification between officials, making sure that the score was correct. It is 5-0, and they wanted to double check after there was an offsides and a ball that went into the net, but was not successful as far as getting a score on the board. So, yeah, there we go. We're all figured out. A few drops continuing to fall here in the stadium.
Seems like it's feeling a little under the weather.
I don't know what happened there, but I think my my cord may have hit the screen a little bit. We're getting ready for the second half of play. Both teams ready to get back on the field. And remember, we will be live streaming our play-by-play for the state championships. However, we cannot pair it with the video side of things. Unfortunately, there is a non-compete agreement in effect with an out-of-state streaming company. So unfortunately, local stations that do video cannot do video at state. So just as a heads up, I will still be doing play-by-play because I feel like if you want to watch it for free, you should. All right, coming forward, Lander going from left to right on your screen. You'll see Lyman going from right to left. Shot on goal taken early by Hansen. That takes this a 6-0 ball game. Nice shot on goal taken by Hansen. With 39 minutes, 29 seconds to go, it's 6-0 in favor of Lander. Play will resume. Lyman's going to drop back. Lander takes it back inside the box, gets met up with by Brooklyn Walker. She'll take that out. Gets headed by Hansen. Lyman moving forward, gets it past Copeland. Gets sent back past the 50. Norse is going to take it to Getz. Lander inside the box. Getting chased down by the goalie. Looks like a penalty was called. I think there was a bit of a shove from the keeper onto Sullivan. Taking the kick, it looks like it's going to be Layla Norse. She's a sophomore this year. This is her first year of soccer with Lander Valley High School. There'll be a 1v1, Norse versus Walker. Now Norse is one of those multi-sport students. She'll take the kick, she'll come back, and she'll score! A score for Layla Norse for the Lander Valley Tigers. Well, if you can't make it the first time, the next best thing could be a rebound. Also, you've got to feel for the keeper in that situation, too, because if you go the opposite direction, that grass has got to be slick. That makes this a 7-0 ball game, Lander Valley High School. I believe that's also Norse's first score of the season. Lyman will get us started. You'd almost feel after the half, intensity kind of ramped up a few notches. Might need to pull my field mic in. It's getting a little wet with the rain. Lyman from the touchline. Jensen throws in. They'll roll back inside the box for Lander. Gets taken out by Seneca Kale. She'll give that a big kick that'll land in center circle. Meets up with Lyman and turn around. Knockhazel will drop back. Some heavy coverage meeting up at the side between Lyman and Lander. They'll go to the opposite side of the field. Knockhazel chasing it down. Abby Copeland will take it past the 50 and go forward. Norris will get a touch on it. Turned around by Lyman. Taken down the side by Nelson. Lyman will try to keep that in bounds. Trying to keep that back in was Clegg. Lander looking for a ball. Abby Copeland goes, I'll go grab one. I think with the rain, they may have missed out on some of their sideline help. "35 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Abby Copeland from the side. Mia Copeland will send that forward and out past the sideline. Lyman ball. Jansen with the throw. Lyman inching forward off the throw-ins. Lander looking to take back some ground. Ball's going to roll out of bounds near the wing. Although there are some grumbles in the sky, there's no lightning, and that is something to be thankful for. And still fairly nice weather here at the stadium. It's been raining a bit, but it doesn't seem too cold out yet. Hansen with a change of direction. That'll get bopped back to Knockhazel. She'll take it across the 50. She works her way around. That went past Sill. Lander making her way into the box and taken up by Walker. Lyman aiming to get control. To the side with Norris. Finds herself uncovered. Sends it to the center. Sullivan tries to take a shot on goal. Bounces off the ankle of Walker.
You guys gonna play with me this summer? Yeah.
That takes us to a corner kick. This time coming from Abby Copeland. Kicks up. Hansen gets ahead on it. Gets knocked around a bit. Back to Lander inside the box. Out of bounds. Lander ball, this time from Knockhazel. The toss from the touchline. Goes into Hansen. Lyman with forward motion, back to center circle, swiped away by Morton. Lyman doing a good job in the second half of turning the ball around. It'll be Mia Copeland from the touch.
I probably won't get one, but I want one. I'm not gonna try to get one, but I'm gonna hope for one.
A lob taken by Knockhazel is going to go up and through the goalpost. No good for Lander. Knockhazel, she's a fan of the USA women's team. She loves art as well. Originally from Fort Collins, Colorado. Goal kick's going to come out from Hill. She'll take it to the far side of the field, where it's swiped away by Sullivan and sent forward into the box. Coming forward, getting a foot on it there. Looks like it was Emma Nelson. Keeper kick is out, coming from Hill.
Go, Liza!
Lyman making headway. Morton playing keep away with 3 of the Lyman opposing members. Sun's starting to poke through the clouds here in Lyman. There's going to be a penalty called. Looks like it was called in favor of Lander. Norris and Getz working together. That'll be over to Sullivan. Shot and goal taken and stopped by Walker. Ref will say that she intentionally went back into the opposing player. There'll be a penalty called on Lander. Definitely a lot more of a high-intensity play style from both teams in the second half. I would say that's probably also true for spectators.
Go, go.
Go, Liza! Good job, Liza!
Mark
Hey,
up!
Hey, Titan! This was your last soccer game.
Copeland from the touchline. She'll toss that in to Knockhazel.
You failed me.
Knockhazel keeping it in bounds over to Morton. Sends forward to Hansen.
Hey, Casey, when we play soccer, you both got to try for a bicycle.
Ball gets a little too far ahead of the Tigers. That'll roll inside the box for Lyman.
If you don't make it,
Taken back out by the keeper.
got your bicycle. I know, you told me, but you got to do one. Like,
And back down on the crowd mic, folks. Knockhazel from the side. She'll toss in.
just do it.
Lander inching their way forward from the side. That toss going to be met with a lob. That time coming off of Woodruff. Knockhazel bops it right. Goes to Copeland and forward. Chipped away and out of bounds. Clearing the danger away is Jade Whiting. Gets near the wing. Gets blocked out by the leg of Hill. Substitutions head into the field. We have Ali Outnip for the Lander Valley Tigers. And then for Lyman, we'll see Aspen Black return to the field. Keeper kick coming from Taylor Hill. Lander moving forward back inside the box. A shot on goal taken too far to the right. That'll go out past the end line. Corner kick for Lander, gets him inside the box, cleared away by Lyman, having a chance to move downfield. Copeland will send it back to Stauffenberg, giving some elbow room and dropping back to Kale. Kale forward to Miller. Meeting up with Sullivan on the side. Lyman making a move. Lyman looking for enough of an opening to get inside the defensive third of the Tigers. Knockhazel at the 50. She takes it from near side to the circle, sends it forward. It's going to be lobbed back to circle by Lyman, this time off of Whiting.
Good job, Kenzie. Stay with the chart.
Some back and forth between the two teams. Ball's going to shoot between the Lander Lady Tigers. Seneca Kale comes forward, kicks it just in front of the box. That goes back past the circle, forward to Getz. She'll knock that towards Sullivan, where it's turned around by Lyman. .24 minutes, 49 seconds to go. 7-0 in favor of Lander. Lyman from the side. Sullivan at the 50 gets that swiped away from Whiting. Knockhazel and Copeland trying to keep it inbounds. That'll go out on the Tigers. Lim from the touchline. Some footwork by Knockhazel sends it over to Morton and forward to Hansen, over to Atnip. Kick by Getz is going to take it to the wing. Hansen there to meet up with it. Not going uncovered, however, by the Lady Eagles. The lob by Knockhazel will go out past the sideline, being brought back inbounds. It looks like by Rachel Jensen. Ref will blow the whistle. It'll be Lander ball from the side. Sullivan with the toss. A well-placed kick ends up by the 6, cleared out by Walker.
Yeah, good job, Liza.
Penalty on Lander will send them back Hill with the free kick.
I can't afford Caleb to be the goalie either.
Morton will clear the ball the first time from the goal. Copeland keeping on top of it. It'll go out of bounds. Lander ball, this time from Knockhazel. She'll do a big toss past the side. Lyman will follow that out of bounds. Nelson keeping a close eye. Still from the touchline. Hansen quick to get a touch on it. Forward from Getz. Lyman taking control just inside the box. Gets a boot by Hill that'll go out of bounds. Knockhazel from the touchline. Looks to meet up with Hansen. They'll be booted past the end line. Corner kick for Lander. Abby Copeland will take it from the corner. She loves to watch women's soccer, so it's no doubt of why she has so much passion in the game. A sharp kick by Hansen will not find its way behind the goal. No good for the Tigers. 20 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the second half of play. Join us for the post-game show here on WyoToday.com. Keeper kick is in. They'll go out past the sideline. Looks like Haley Lytle gearing up to come in for a substitution for the Tigers. Lyman forward to Sill. Almost stolen by Atnip. Back to Lyman. Good use of formations. Gets taken over by Lander. Back and forth between Sullivan and Getz. Now inside the box. Shot on goal taken, and it's good. Sullivan takes it to an 8-0 ball game. Lyman gets us started, dropping the ball back, moving forward through center circle. Meets up with Hansen, where they'll turn it around for Lander. Hill with an attempted swipe on Getz. Shot taken by Sullivan, then smothered out by Walker as she rolls over the ball and clears away the danger. Miller will take the ball out of bounds. Must have touched on one of the Lyman players. I couldn't quite see it from here. It'll be Lander ball. Oh boy. You're good. Press boxes are a funny thing. When someone opens the door, everything kind of suctions out. Miller will go down. Lyman progressing forward. Lytle stopping that forward motion with a boot, takes it back to the other side of center circle. Ball's going to go inside the box. Stopped by Walker. She'll give it a high kick that'll go out past the sideline. Lander ball. Knockhazel from the side. And you know what? Since it's the last regular game of the season, I have to throw this fact out there. I did a survey of all the students when we first started the season. She said that her favorite food is Dino Nugs, and can relate. Can relate. Ball's going to go out past the end line. Lyman ball. 17 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the second half of play. Join us for the post-game show here on YOToday.com. We'll recap the second half of scores for both teams. Hill takes the ball out from the keeper kick. Try to get it forward to Getz. Gets turned around by Lyman. That'll go out past the sideline. Abby Copeland will take that back in. She'll toss to Knockhazel. I think my prediction may have been right about the slick grass. Taking a tumble there was Lim. Drop kick from the Lyman keeper. We'll take it about 30 yards out. Knockhazel goes to drop back to Copeland. Lyman looking to take advantage. Gets sent to the far side of the field, where two players will get caught up. It looked like Miller. Looks like the other player, I think that was Black. There we go. Yeah, that was Aspen Black. Okay. Call a penalty in favor of Lander. Sullivan will take the free. She'll place that just inside the box where it's met by Brooklyn Walker. Black downfield. Meets up with Lytle. We'll get gridlocked for a minute. Ball's out on Lyman, being brought back in by Miller. Substitution in for the Lady Tigers. Welcome back to the field, Ellis Stanberry. She'll sub in for Allie Atnip. 14:50 to go, 8-0 in favor of the Tigers. Sullivan with a swipe near the sideline. They'll get taken out of bounds. Brought back in by Copeland. Mia Copeland this time. She's on the far side for this match. Hansen with a forward motion. She'll opt to take it to Mia Copeland. Gets near the wing. Takes the shot on goal. Little too much power. That'll go out of bounds. Goal kick for Lyman, taken by Hill. That'll go out to meet Black. She moves in from the far side. Swiped away by Mia Copeland. Sent to the opposite side with Knockhazel. Forward motion by Lyman. We'll have to drop back. Gets taken mid-dribble by Abby Copeland. Good turnaround lob. Coming there from Woodruff. Stanberry on the side. Getz makes it inside the box, takes the shot, and it's good. Getz taking this ball game 9-0. Lyman gets us started. Stanbury will take it forward to Sullivan. Hansen near the middle, sends right to Knockhazel. She'll play keep away.
Good job, E.
Mason Morton finding heavy coverage near the 50. Sends it forward to Knockhazel. Knockhazel trying to get to Getz. Lyman there to meet up with her, giving her a take two. Sullivan forward to Getz. Getz over Walker and in. Now a 10-0 ball game. Getz and Sullivan starting to even out with scores on the team. Lyman making a move forward. Getz will send it left. Meets up with Copeland. Goes forward to Hansen. Lyman takes control behind the box and sends it out. A big lob by Knockhazel. Gonna go out and behind the end line. Goal kick for Lyman. Substitution. Norse will return to the field for Sullivan. She'll go to play left forward. Hill with the goal kick. Comes out, meets up with Norse. She'll keep it in bounds. Getz will end up in the grass. Penalty called. She'll take the free kick. Sends it inside the box. Cleared away by Walker. Whistles against Lyman. This time taken on by Copeland. Mia with the kick. With the kick from the penalty, goes inside the net. That had to be about 35, 40 yards. So with 10 minutes, 27 seconds to go, current score 11-0 in favor of the Tigers. Getz meets up with the kick, goes into the grass. Good sportsmanship on behalf of the Lady Eagles. Rose making sure she's all right as she helps her up. Lyman trying to move forward. You know, we were talking about this at, I want to say the second to last home game in Lander, but with the current setup for Lander, not a bad setup for next year as far as the amount, because there's, what, 2 seniors graduating this year? We have Bethany Miller along with Haley Lytle, which it's weird that this will be their last time on a regular season game. Knockhazel lobs it to midfield over to Getz. A little extra power behind that one. Will go near the track equipment at the end of the field. Goal kick from Hill is out. I feel like I have to explain the random arm that just came over the camera. I think someone was explaining how to do a free throw below me. Substitution in for Emma Getz is Allie Atnip. Brought back in by Knockhazel. Gets a head on it by Lyman. They'll juggle that around. Goes back to Walker where she'll clear the goal. Out past the sideline, Lander ball. Back in from Knockhazel to Hansen. Swiped away and taken out of bounds by Lim. Knockhazel from the side. Forward to Atnip. Lyman with heavy coverage in between. Mia Copeland moves forward in the center of the field. Lander hungry for another. That'll go out and past the end line. No good for the Tigers. Seven minutes, 4 seconds to go. Lyman keeping up the hustle. Ball will go out past the side. Lander ball. Stand very near the wing. That'll get booted out of bounds. Tigers ball. Toss in from Knockhazel. That'll get returned back out of bounds. Shot goal taken by Hansen. They'll get blocked, looks like by an arm of one of the Lady Eagles. That'll result in a goal kick, or excuse me, a penalty kick. It'll be a 1v1 with Hansen up against Brooklyn Walker. We're gonna get dramatic and zoom in here. Just for funsies, why not? Let's do it. Hansen with the shot. It gets caught safely by Walker. And applause erupts from the bleachers. If I could talk to save my life today. Lyman looking to take advantage of an opportunity, getting onto the Lander side of the field, gets booted away by Abby Copeland. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Now, I won't spoil too much, but there have been some talks of some coverage, some video coverage of volleyball at the beginning of next year. So, looking forward to that. And again, as a Lander alum, I love to cover Lander sports, but also just a sports fan in general. Norse racing down to the ball. She'll take it inside the box. Taken on by Lyman. It'll get booted out by Taylor Hill. Looks like Atnip took to the grass, taking her time getting back up. Shot on goal taken by Hansen and in. That takes us to a 12-0 ball game for the Lander Valley Tigers. They're going to swap out goalies. My apologies for the scoreboard. Currently 3 minutes, 38 seconds to go. You see, I have this magnetic camera, so it's on the side of the building right now, and that just means someone stood up. There we go, and it's back. Lyman will get us started. Dropping back this time to Lim. Lim at the circle. She'll take it forward. They'll send forward to the wing. Excuse me. That went to midfield. Looks like she was headed to the wing, however. Hansen going to take it over in center circle. Over to Mia Copeland on the side. Looks like an offsides call will be called. I think Norse was maybe a half a pace in front of the last defender for the Eagles. Free kick being taken on. Swiped away from Stanbury. Gets chipped just in front of Atnip. She'll take advantage. They'll be stopped by the new keeper for Lyman. I don't think I have that one. I like an enthusiastic substitute. In for the Eagles. That'll be Brooklyn Walker, but this time, not as a keeper. Corner kick will come in from Abby Copeland. 1 minute, 45 left to go. The head by Knockhazel gets stopped by the keeper. Send back out with a lob. And followed out of bounds. Knockhazel tosses in. Over to Morton. Copeland at the side. She'll keep it in bounds. Met up by the previous keeper. Walker keeping a tough guard. Lander not giving up the coverage. Norse gets landlocked. Looks like that was alongside Rose. 26 seconds to go as the clock counts down and wraps up the last game of the regular season for the Lander Tigers. It'll be Abby Copeland from the side. Just toss back. The countdown from 8 seconds goes on. And those whistles will be game, folks. We're going to take a break here on wyotoday.com. I'll see if I can go catch Coach Montero for a post-game interview right before this team heads on to state. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching live at wyotoday.com, streaming live on both YouTube and on Facebook.
Start in the mornings. Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two, Tuesday through Thursdays, now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an aberconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
Welcome back to WyoToday.com Live. Whew, that was a run back up the
It
bleachers.
was. I'm kind of out of breath.
You know, it's not as bad as earlier. All right, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Great win against Lyman and against Mountain View on Wednesday as well.
Yeah, so Mountain View was a little bit tougher than Lyman was today for us. We're missing some girls, but we pulled a win. Today was more about, working on a couple of things that we need to work before we get to state and give some of the younger girls also some playing time. So we managed to do that today, so that was good.
Absolutely. So now, looking forward to state, what are you doing to prepare?
Well, we're just going to get the girls have tomorrow off, and then Monday we'll come in and, work on a couple of different formations we'll try and put together. And then we have a scrimmage plan for them with some old players that played for us in the past. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, give them a tough game. So hopefully that will help with preparation. So.
Perfect. So now, what does next week look like for you? So going down on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we're going down on Wednesday. So we'll practice Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning at home. And then we'll then drive to Cheyenne and play Riverton.
Absolutely. So we know how that turned out last time. So fingers crossed for the Tigers.
Yep.
So what do you tell the girls going into state with a season looking pretty darn good?
It was a good season for the girls. I mean, most of these girls have been there, so they know what to expect, especially some of our juniors. And some of the sophomores we have this year, they used to play soccer at highest level, so I don't think this will phase them that much.
Perfect. All right. Well, we will be there next week with you,
Perfect.
so I hope you come talk to me after some of the matches.
We
And we
will.
want to say thank you for taking us along for the ride.
And thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach
All right.
Montero.
Thank you.
All right, folks. We're going to recap some of the scores from the second half. All right. This time, I promise I will not put the camera to where you're staring at my belly button the whole time. Back around we go. Okay, so from Lyman Stadium, the second half of play, scores from Hanson. Norse took a penalty 1v1. Originally it was blocked 1v1, and then she was able to get on the rebound and find success behind the net. The next score would come from Sullivan, taking it to an 8-0 match. Getz, with 2 scores consecutively, takes it to 10. Copeland, a 35-yard, approximately, there's no markers over here for that one, but it looked about 35 to 40 yards of a lob that went in past Walker and made it an 11-0 ball game. The last one came from Hanson, which she said was her redemption. She was able to have a penalty shot, but that was caught squarely by the keeper for Lyman, but then she was able to bring it back and make it a 12-0 ball game. Final score here from Lyman Stadium, 12-0 in favor of the Lander Valley High School Tigers against the Lady Eagles. They'll move on to state. We'll be there for a voice play-by-play. That one, we won't be able to do video. However, we look forward to traveling with the team. Thank you so much for watching today live on wyotoday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a newer used